Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kelsey Kiesling.
And I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest TV Translator Association.
If you have a news topic or event you'd like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 677-4119.
Today's show runs Wednesday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is May 8th, 2019, and now the News at Noon.
From the Durango Herald, pregnancy-related deaths are rising in the United States according to new reports that highlight racial disparities in care during and after childbirth. Black women, along with Native Americans and Alaska Natives, are 3 times more likely to die before, during, or after having a baby, and more than half of these deaths are preventable. Tuesday's report from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention concludes. Although these deaths are rare, about 700 a year, they have been rising for decades. Separately, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists released new guidelines saying being black is the greatest risk factor for these deaths. The guidelines say women should have a comprehensive heart risk evaluation 12 weeks after delivery, but up to 40% of women don't return for that visit, and payment issues may be one reason. Bleeding and infections used to cause most pregnancy-related deaths, but heart-related problems do now. The CDC report found that about 1/3 of maternal deaths happened during pregnancy, 1/3 were during or within a week of birth, and the rest were up to a year later.
FYI, there was smoke in the air near Cortez, as reported in the journal Photo San Juan National Forest. Smoke has been visible northeast of Cortez from a prescribed burn in the Haycamp Mesa area of the San Juan National Forest. Fire crews with the Dolores Ranger District were lighting underbrush, ladder fuels, and forest litter as part of the South Carver burn-off Forest Road 556. About 550 acres were burned on Monday and 200 acres were planned for burning Tuesday, said Fire Management Officer Patrick Seekins. 20 firefighters are conducting the burn with 3 engines, he said. Smoke will be visible until Tuesday evening and should dissipate as rain moves through the area Wednesday, today, and through this week. The Dolores Ranger District has several prescribed burns planned in the area for May when weather and fuel conditions are favorable. Project areas identified are 2,700 acres in the Lake Canyon area, 12 miles east of Dove Creek, 6,127 acres in the Boggy Draw area, and 3,400 acres in the Haycamp Mesa area. During burning operations, smoke likely will be visible from areas around Mancos, Dolores, Dove Creek, Cortez, and U.S. Highway 491 between Dove Creek and Pleasant View. Smoke may settle into low-lying valleys and the Dolores River Canyon on the overnights. Smoke monitoring will be conducted and ignitions will be scheduled to minimize smoke impacts to communities.
From the Durango Herald, the grounding of Boeing 737 MAX jets likely means that fare increases this summer will be larger than already expected, and airlines will struggle to handle disruptions such as storms that shut down hub airports. With MAX jets grounded after 2 deadly accidents, U.S. airlines will operate about 200 fewer daily flights than planned through the heart of the peak summer season. That's around 35,000 seats lost every day. Travel data firm Hopper said last week that it expects the average domestic round trip in May will cost $236, 7% more than a year ago, and keep rising in June. Most of that increase is attributable to the price of jet fuel and other economic causes, but some of it is because of the MAX, said Haley Burge, the firm's economist. The grounding of MAX jets will leave other planes more crowded. For some passengers, the grounding of the MAX will mean a change in travel plans. Southwest, American, and United are the 3 U.S. airlines that used the MAX before regulators grounded the jet in mid-March. They are taking passengers whose original itinerary included a MAX and rebooking them on flights using other planes. That could mean a non-stop flight turns into a connecting flight, or it might arrive several hours later than the traveler expected.
CDOT continues to work on 491, making the trip from Dove Creek to Cortez take a little longer, so plan ahead for one-lane traffic stops. The Durango Herald reports on the improvements being made north of Toyac, and this is a file photo. The Colorado Department of Transportation and contractor Old Castle Southwest Group of Cortez mobilized operations this week to build passing lanes, shoulder improvements, vehicle turnouts, and access improvements on U.S. Highway 160 and 491 north of Toyac. The following areas will be impacted, CDOT said in a news release. Construction of alternating passing lanes between mile points 27.75 and 29.75. Realignment of county roads A and B to create T junctions with US 160/491 for improved sight distance. Closure of CR 21, which lies between A and B, to eliminate access conflicts along this stretch. Installation of a water line and slip lining an existing wooden drainage structure under the highway. An installation of new guardrails and guardrail end sections. New fencing, seating, and stripping are also going to be done. In March 2018, the U.S. Department of Transportation awarded the Ute Mountain Ute Tribe a $2 million Tiger grant to help pay for the $11.2 million project. Through the project's completion in late December of 2019, motorists can expect single-lane alternating travel where work zones exist from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the summer, Monday through Friday, so your trip to Farmington may take a little longer too. Motorists are urged to drive with care through construction zones and watch for workers and equipment. For questions or comments, you can call CDOT at 560-1211 or email them at us160.491passinglanes@gmail.com.
Reported by the Durango Herald with photos by Jerry McBride with the Herald. Miller Middle School students are learning to let go of their anger, frustration, sadness, and other emotions this year in a new reset room. Students can ride a stationary bike, jump on a trampoline, play with kinetic sand, and use an app to learn how to slow their heart rate in the space designed to help them learn to regulate their emotions. Students can also talk through their feelings with the counselors running the room. The room is not a disciplinary tool, rather it is meant to help students learn the skills to handle their own emotions in class and at home, said Samantha Tower, coordinator of Exceptional Student Services. The space is also meant to help prevent behavioral problems in class because students sometimes act out in the classroom when they are struggling emotionally. The room offers an alternative for them to leave the classroom for 5 to 20 minutes and return calm and ready to learn, she said. Similar rooms have been introduced in Escalante Middle School and all the Durango School District 9R elementary schools, mostly in the last year, Tower said. Schools have had rooms that provide sensory experiences in the past, but those spaces are meant to provide more opportunities to learn how to regulate emotions, she said. The rooms are modeled in part on a successful regulation space introduced in Animas Valley Elementary last school year. Data collected by Miller Middle School staff show the room is effective. About 83% of students who entered the room upset and 76.2% left the room calm from October through April. Data was collected from about 100 students who used the room 368 times. And now let's take a look at the weather.
Well, we are in for a potential rain pattern for the next few days. As you can see, hopefully there won't be all that lightning, but there will be rain and thunder and even some possible snow in our future. It will be scattered, so you'll just depend on where you are and where the cloud is at any given time. Today, we have seen some showers this morning. Then showers will be likely and possibly a thunderstorm somewhere midday and continuing into the afternoon. Mostly cloudy with a high near 54 degrees. Those southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour will be shifting north-northwest and continuing to make it feel even cooler than it is. The National Weather Service is showing 60% chance of coverage today. Tonight, they drop it to a 50% chance of rain showers overnight, then a chance of rain and, yes, snow showers as the temps drop further. So don't forget to take May photos if you wake up to some white coverage. A mostly cloudy night, of course, with a low around 34 degrees, but really there's no expectation at our elevation to have any worthy accumulation. But then they don't know Dove Creek and our surrounding environment. Thursday, it may taper off with a 30% chance of rain and snow showers hanging on until about 9 in the morning. Then for sure, it will turn to all rain showers with possible thunder. Partly sunny with a still chilly high near 55. Those north winds continue light at 5 to 10 miles an hour, finally shifting back to the south-southwest by the afternoon. Thursday night, we get right back in it again with a 50% chance of showers, but a little warmer night, mostly cloudy with a low around 40 degrees. Friday, we remain in the winter storm warning zone until 6 a.m., but we remain at a 60% chance for showers and thunderstorms scattered in the area throughout the day on Friday. Cloudy with a high near 55 degrees. And then Friday night, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, cloudy with a low around 40 degrees. Saturday remains in that 40% chance for showers range, with thunderstorms also possibly cropping up in the afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 59 degrees. Saturday night, a slight chance of showers continues with thunderstorms, mostly cloudy and a low around 40. And now that system is stepping in on our Mother's Day celebrations. Sunday, a chance of showers with thunderstorms is also possible in the afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 61 degrees. Sunday night, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 41. And now Monday, this storm is set to linger with a chance of showers and thunderstorms continuing, but with partly sunny skies with a high near 62 degrees. Monday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 42. And so that we don't look like we'll get out of this pattern until at least Tuesday of next week. So get out your galoshes, keep an umbrella or raincoat handy, and hunker down for more mud. And now back to the news.
According to the Cortez Journal, motorcycle clubs from across the Four Corners will ride this weekend to raise awareness about suicide and funds for suicide prevention. La Plata County has a high rate of suicide compared with national rates. The issue has attracted more public attention in recent years after several young teenagers died by suicide. The Suicide Awareness Unity Run and Rally has attracted about 7 motorcycle and hot rod clubs, said Greer, president of the local chapter of the Survivors Motorcycle Club. Interest in the event has exceeded organizers' expectations, he said. The ride will benefit the Cody Project and Love for Thad, both groups set up in honor of young teenagers who died by suicide in La Plata County and northern New Mexico. The Cody Project, also known as Community Overcoming Depressed Youth Project, was set up in honor of La Plata County teens Cody Ledford, age 14, and Thomas T.C. Rockwell, age 13, both of whom died by suicide. The program strives to prevent suicide and promote mental awareness. Love for Thad was set up in memory of Thad Hale, a 13-year-old who lived north of Aztec and died by suicide in 2014.
Reported in the Journal, a 17-year-old male was arrested on Tuesday on suspicion of felony menacing after allegedly pointing a gun at the driver of another car during a road rage incident and then leading police on a high-speed chase that reached speeds of 90 miles an hour. Durango Police Commander Jacob Dunlop said a call around 11:30 a.m. reported a dispute at the four-way stop near Walmart. It appeared drivers were not alternating turns when a 17-year-old driver of an orange Ford Mustang with Texas license plates abruptly pulled out in front of another driver, he said. As the other driver was merging on U.S. Highway 550-160, the juvenile reportedly pointed a handgun at the driver. The 17-year-old then reportedly tailgated the other driver as the two headed east out of town. The other driver turned south onto Colorado Highway 172, and the 17-year-old kept heading east on U.S. Highway 160. A trooper with Colorado State Patrol was the first to spot the vehicle, said CSP Captain Adrian Driscoll. The trooper pursued the vehicle about a mile. Driscoll said speeds reached 90 miles an hour as the juvenile passed several vehicles. About 3 miles west of Gem Village, the suspect's vehicle was caught in traffic, and the teen pulled over and surrendered to police without incident, Driscoll said. Dunlop said a handgun was found inside the vehicle. The juvenile was arrested on suspicion of felony menacing and reckless driving. Dunlop said the juvenile has family in Durango, but he was unsure where the 17-year-old resides. As of Tuesday afternoon, the juvenile was being processed and screened for possible admittance to the Grand Junction Juvenile Detention Facility. If the juvenile's case is turned down, it will be handed over to the local 6th Judicial District Attorney's Office.
From the Durango Herald, Durango City Council formally introduced a sale of municipal property in Three Springs to Volunteers of America on Tuesday, in effect proposing the city donate land to the national nonprofit. The VOA plans to build 53 affordable senior housing units on a 1.62-acre property near Mercy Regional Medical Center's campus, but the nonprofit doesn't own the land, the city does. It was donated to the municipality by Three Springs Development Group, GRVP. City councilors at Tuesday's meeting approved a purchase and sale agreement to sell the land to VOA for $10. Councilors voted 4-0. Chris Betton did not attend the meeting. The agreement and its accompanying land transfer and subdivision ordinances must be approved by city councilors once more after hearing public testimony about the project at their regular meeting May 21st. Volunteers of America began organizing plans in 2017 to develop 1.62 acres of property in Three Springs for affordable senior housing. In succeeding years, Durango's Planning Commission and City Council approved plans and subdivisions needed to build the project, and the VOA got a low-income housing tax credit award from the state of Colorado. If approved, the land transfer would be effective May 31st and will be the final step the VOA needs to start construction. Development is expected to start this year, finishing by fall 2020, developers said previously.
Reported from 9 News in Denver with their photo. Out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado, 1 student is dead and 8 others were injured following a shooting at the STEM school, Highlands Ranch, on Tuesday. That according to Douglas County Sheriff's Office in Colorado. Douglas County Sheriff Tony Spurlock said 2 shooters walked into the campus's high school at South Ridgeline Boulevard and Plaza Drive at around 1:50 p.m. Tuesday and opened fire on their classmates in, quote, 2 separate locations. The agency initially said both suspects were male, but Wednesday morning said the second suspect is a juvenile female. The school does not have metal detectors and it was not assigned a school resource officer, according to the sheriff's office. The suspects were armed with at least 2 handguns, Spurlock said on Wednesday. Under Colorado law, neither of the suspects is old enough to purchase a handgun. In wake of the shooting, hundreds of parents flooded a nearby recreation center to reunite with their children, who were led out of the school and loaded into buses. Some of them were as young as kindergarten age. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office said the youngest victim in the shooting is 15 years old. All 8 of the patients who were hospitalized are students at the school, Spurlock said. 3 patients remained in the hospital as of Wednesday morning. The Douglas County coroner has not released the identity of the student who died. However, the family of Kendrick Castillo, age 18, confirmed to NBC News that he was the student shot and killed during the shooting. Spurlock said as soon as gunfire rang out in the suburban Denver school, administrators called the dispatch center. Deputies arrived amid continuing shooting 2 minutes later and found the 2 suspects, one of whom was armed with a handgun. Deputies took both suspects into custody separately. Sheriff Spurlock said Wednesday morning that no gunfire was exchanged between deputies and the suspects, and no members of law enforcement were injured.
According to the Cortez Journal, the Dolores Middle School Destination Imagination team will head to the global finals to compete against teams from all over the world. Destination Imagination is an academic competition in which student teams from elementary through high school solve challenges requiring creativity and critical thinking. This year's global finals will take place in Kansas City, Missouri, and the Dolores students are currently fundraising for the trip. Each year, Destination Imagination students' teams are given challenges in different categories, including technical, scientific, engineering, fine arts, improvisational, and service learning. The challenges are purposely open-ended to allow creative solutions. Teams advance to global finals by winning regional and state competitions in their chosen category. This year, the Dolores team, the Beartown D&Diers, opted to take part in the Fine Arts Challenge at the state finals held April 6th at the Aurora Education Center in Denver. The Beartown D&Diers took home first place in their category, in addition to 2 special awards, the Da Vinci Award for risk-taking and outstanding creativity, and the Renaissance Award for excellence in the areas of engineering, design, or performance, according to Cochrane. Team members currently are in the midst of a fundraising campaign for their trip to Kansas City from May 22nd to 25th, where they will compete against teams from around the world.
Today's High Canyon Country happenings. June 15th at the area around the new soon-to-open Bangers Bar and Pizza Place and the Dove Creek Community Bank. The Dove Creek Chamber of Commerce will be celebrating the 80th birthday for Dove Creek with a street festival. Due to the Chamber's involvement in the Pick and Hoe, the Farm and Ranch Truck Show section will not be coordinated this year unless someone from the community would like to step up and organize that. Why not? Give me a call. However, the Arts and Crafts Outdoor Fair is a go, as well as a pinto bean cook-off. Music will be donated by DJ Plus Ultra, so bring a lawn chair. If you are an artist, a crafter, or have some unique and interesting items to sell, contact the DC Chamber to reserve a space for for you. There will be no tables or chairs or tents provided for this outdoor fair, so you'll need to bring your own setup and be ready by 11 a.m. Note that this is not a flea market. The event will open at 11 and run till 1 or 2 p.m. depending on turnout. The Pinto Bean Cook-Off is also being organized and needs community involvement to make it a great new event for in town in June. We need judges, we need entrants, and then visitors can donate to sample the beans. Do you really think you have the best recipe? Let's put that to the test. We are the self-proclaimed Pinto Bean Center of the world, or capital of the world, depending on which historical document you are observing. Either way, we rock the pinto bean in the eyes of the world. So happy 80th birthday, Dove Creek, on June 15th. It is also a great time for the P&H entrepreneur fundraisers to get out in front of people for Pick and Hoe fundraising. Again, let the DC Chamber know your plans so we can all help get the word out. The DC Chamber will also be selling chance drawing tickets for a 50-50, and the baskets and items that people are donating to be drawn will be featured on that Saturday. You can purchase a chance on any one of those items, all raising money for Pick and Hoe 2019. We're looking forward to seeing you at this new community celebration. Doing nothing is a choice. Let's do something by growing the future together. All of the happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with the YouTube replays, weather, original stories, and local posts. To share your event or information with us, why not contact us by email, dcbnnews@gmail.com, or call us here at the station. The number is still 970-677-4119.
Thanks for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is available online on our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page on demand.
Be sure to like us there on Facebook and join in on the news of our area, and of course, please share it with a friend.
For Kendra Koch with DCTV and the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, USA, I'm Kelsey Kiesling. Thanks for watching.